life coach.
Hey,
Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
that's me. Here's
Beautiful
what you need
dance.
to do. Thank you very much. It's my life coach dance. To be honest with you. Kind of pulled a stitch. Anyway, here's the thing. You need to call me up right now. Life coach, call me right now, 1-800-252-1025. We really enjoy your emails. Lifecoach@KZOK.com. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Let's take our first caller, and that would be Thomas in Port Orchard. Good morning, Thomas.
Danny,
What's up?
they call me Sweet Thomas.
Good.
I never was a fan of yours when I was a kid.
That'll happen, man. I wasn't that big of a fan of mine until recently.
But, well, you just took the words out of my mouth. I am now. I'm 60.
Yeah.
And for one thing, you made it through what you went through. I've had a really good life, but, I have been through a few things.
Right?
But I just really respect, you come into Seattle and the life coach thing, I'm tuning in every morning. People spill their guts out.
Well, you know what? Nothing. Everybody enjoys Sarah's Filthy Forecast, but I must admit the Life Coach segment is my favorite segment of the show. We do it every morning at 7:30, and it doesn't matter if somebody's problem is severe or grave or just a light. I don't know. My kid stays out too late, although that can be pretty important to some people. It's interesting, and I appreciate what you're saying, Thomas. I have been through some stuff. But so has everybody and their brothers. When you said I've been through just a few things, I'll bet it was big to you at the time. The only difference between my problems and everybody else's, mine were in the newspaper. Mine were on the news. Everybody got to know about them. They're nothing really that special, but they gave me what it takes to do this job, and I appreciate you noticing. Thank you very much, Thomas. I appreciate you. Thanks.
If you've got a problem, if you need help through something, Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach, is here to help. The Filthy Forecast may help you in a different way.
Yes, it might. And does all the time.
But certainly not with your problems. Anything you're going through, Danny Bonaduce has been through it and can help you to the other side. Make the call now to 800-252-1025.
I heard it. Has been through it. You thought you could disguise and call me a has-been again. Oh, Danny Bonaduce has been through it.
She tries to sneak one in sometimes, just veiled as a compliment. Yeah.
Oh, Danny Bonaduce has been through it.
We tease him like crazy, but of course, Danny is an expert on life in general. Let him help you with your problems at 800-252-1025. Todd and Everett, you're on with the Life Coach.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all good.
Okay, well, here a couple years ago, I was in drug court, and National Geographic, Drugs Inc. came and talked to them and said, do you have somebody that we can profile? And it was supposed to be about a bad guy who's now doing the right thing.
Right.
Well, when it was all said and done, they removed everything positive, and they cut and spliced it to make it look like I was speaking in the present. It made me look like a total ass. And but I signed a release, under the, under the pretext that it was going to be like, kudos for drug court because they did turn my life around.
Right,
and I was a really bad guy. So anyway,
yeah.
I'm wondering, do I really have any recourse for that? Can I at least make them print a retraction? I'm the only one on there.
I got to be honest with you, man. Where I just thought you were going to be going for money, which would be your right, but I would caution you're not going to get any. Don't spend too much of your own. You did sign the release. They don't edit you to say anything, and I'll bet money that I'm right on this. They don't edit you to say one thing you didn't say. All they did was alter it to look at what time you said it, and that's not in that release. So you would lose any kind of lawsuit against them. Now, about the retraction. You have the same rights to a retraction as you have to money. None. You signed the release, said they were tricky bastards. Yeah, but people like that show. I think here's the thing that if you call them up and ask them nicely and say, I feel the way you wear it, it's causing me a problem with the job, whatever it is that's causing you a problem with. Here's the dilemma, my friend. Your grandest hopes are pinned to the heart of a TV show, which by nature doesn't really have any. I would say call them up and stay polite, but I would say this because I like being your friend, Todd, that you're not in a great position, and they wouldn't have done it to you if they were great people. They knew what they were doing. It wasn't a mistake. They didn't go, hey, man, let's make this so it looks like Todd's still selling coke. You know what? Let's alter it to have a picture of a church in the background, so it looks like he's selling selling drugs at a church. You never signed a release saying you didn't sell drugs at a church. It's open season on Todd for them. And they're not nice people because they knew exactly what they were doing to you. So I think your best hope is to approach them in a polite manner and say, hey, it's just the way you told me. It's causing me grief, you guys. Would you mind either? They're not going to show it again in its fixed form, although I have seen that. I must admit, I have seen that. But the fact that it was on... a murder show. If you guys watch as many of the murder shows as I watch, it's a guy in jail. He's a member of the Aryan Nation, has tattoos of barbed wire all over his face. He says a bunch of stuff that isn't true, and they retract it. But they're being forced from another area. So it's not unheard of, Todd. So be polite. Tell them to retract. Tell it's a negative effect on your life, and they might just do it. You can't make them do it. That's the life coach's advice right there. You cannot make them do this. You can ask them and hope they'll do the right thing. Good luck, Todd. And it's a drag, by the way. I want you to understand. I hear that. It's a drag.
The next caller on Danny Bonaduce Life Coach is Kathleen from Seattle.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi. I listen to you guys every morning.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
You make me laugh. Something has to make me laugh.
Something has to make you laugh. That's what we're here for.
I need it right now. I've been a massage therapist for over 35 years. I have so much background you have no idea. And I've been through so much crap in my life. But
I'll bet.
Just recently, I moved to Seattle in 1999, and I've had a job at the clinic for 16 and a half years. And on October 10th, I got fired.
Yeah.
And the boss told me that I went through 3 bosses. And the boss told me that she had been planning on terminating me, isn't that a great word, for 3.5 years.
Wow. She's a procrastinator.
Procrastinator, I like that one. And told me that I don't have the right touch. And I've...
It's a terrible thing to say to a massage therapist. You don't have the right touch.
She hasn't had a massage for me in like 2 years, but I kind of felt it was coming. And when she did terminate me, it was 3 days before my birthday.
Nice.
She told me that it was, she goes, well, I really like you. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah, something bad's coming.
So, and I'm 61. You try to go get a job, but when you're 61, it's kind of hard.
It's kind of difficult, but it's not impossible. This can be done.
Well, I applied. You have to apply a lot. So I did get a job offer, but it's for way less than I was making.
Right, but what are you making right now?
Nothing right now.
So it's actually way more than what you're making right now.
I've been depressed many times in my life, and I've gotten over it, but I just feel like it's hard to explain when you have as much credentials as I've had.
Right.
I mean, I have tons of credentials.
Well, here's the thing. Is your question, what is your question? Where should I go? How should I get a job? What's your question for me?
I don't know.
Bummer. I'll figure it out, though. That's why I'm the life coach. Your job is, what do I do now? Where do I go? Have you thought about going freelance? Do you have a massage table of your own?
Oh, yeah, but the thing is that in Washington, it's insurance. And you have to build the insurance companies. And my friends that have gone freelance tell me that it takes hours of your day to call all the insurance companies.
No. I don't mean go get a job. Become an independent massage therapist where you go to people's homes.
Oh, gosh. It's hard to go to people's homes when they have 20 steps that you have to walk up with your table.
Yes, it is. But that's a thing, man. Your job, they terminated you after 3.5 years of wanting to for. So are you telling me that you are physically unable to carry your massage table up 21 stairs?
Carry it. I've been doing massage 35 years. I can carry it. But the thing is that most people in Washington who do not bill insurance companies are not doing as well right now.
All right. The other thing is, have you looked at these? My wife goes to a place. She has a package there called Massage Envy. They're all over. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. And I think The last time I was down in L.A., I might have heard that they were there. They're spreading out all over the place. And by the way, I'm not just saying Massage Envy because it's just because that's the one whose name I know. I don't get massages, so that's whose name I know because my wife goes there. There must be a bunch of other ones. Have you looked for those kind of places?
Oh, I've called a lot. Massage Envy doesn't pay very well.
You know, Kathleen, did your boss fire you for being a huge pain in the ass? And the reason I ask is, I say, hey, you know what? Go freestyle, man. Go to people's homes. I can't go to people's homes. I have to carry my own table up 21 stairs. Well, have you thought about just going freelance completely? There's a bunch of insurance companies, they suck. They're the devil. I hate. Hey, why don't you go to Massage Envy? Massage Envy is Massage Envy. Are you kidding me? Here's what you need
You're
to
totally
do.
right.
I'm totally right. Of course, I'm right. I'm the life coach. But here's the thing, Kathleen. I shame on them for firing you. 61. It was on your birthday. It's all a drag. But here's what you need to do. Like you don't like the insurance companies, you don't like Massage Envy, and you don't want to carry your own table up 21 stairs. It's turning out to be you. I hate to tell you this, but I'm doing the math. And your boss may have fired you for having a terrible attitude. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe when you're rubbing her gluteus maximus, she's thinking, you know what? You're a pain in my gluteus maximus. I don't know that you're in the right field. You need to make your parameters easier. Now I could go on and I can get you to change your mind, stuff like that. But I'm going to be done here. You need to lighten up a little bit and take the job where job is available. You're 61. If you need the dough, if you didn't save, you're not a real chooser at the moment. I don't want to call you a beggar, but you need to, you're 61 years old, man. I don't know what you're doing with your life. It doesn't sound like you're on a pension or anything like that. It doesn't sound like you're waiting for Social Security. I think you need to lighten up and raise your parameters of what you're willing to do and do them. I would hire you to be my masseuse, but I already claimed that I don't get massages, so that gets me out of that. But you know what? There's plenty for you to do, and you should look into that there, Kathleen in Seattle.
Good luck to you, Kathleen.
Remember the part where she told us we make her laugh every morning?
It's funny on Life Coach, you talk about it a lot, that sometimes people want the help of you and they want you to tell them something that they already know, and sometimes they don't listen to what the obvious answer is.
The obvious answer is work in 5 different areas.
Yeah, it's not always easy.
Exactly. We've got time for one more caller on Danny Bonaduce Life Coach. It is Bethany calling from Joint Base Lewis McChord.
Hiya, Bethany.
Hi, it's actually Stephanie.
Stephanie. Hiya, Stephanie.
Hi, I'm calling because I have an ex-husband that I have to parent with. I have an 18-month-old child, and then I have a 5-year-old special needs child.
Are they both from the same daddy?
Yeah, they are. They're from my ex-husband. And he's with a lady he cheated on me with towards the end of my pregnancy with my daughter. It's like a really awkward situation. Well, it's been they've been together for quite a long time, like a year and a half almost. Well, the thing is we have a parenting plan because we got divorced last year. And I wanted to follow the parenting plan pretty strictly. And, we've kind of gone back and forth a lot. His girlfriend, his fiance, whatever, has harassed me a lot, so I actually had to block her phone number. So I was calling me names, even though I really tried to work with him. I've been overly nice. I have a boyfriend I've been with for a long time who always tells me, you're way too nice.
What do you want when it comes to, and I don't mean for your question for the life coach, just a side note, what do you want with your parenting agreement that you have with your ex-husband? Do you want more? Do you want less? Do you want nothing at all? What is it you want from there?
I just want him to take the kids when he's supposed to. And he tells me, because he lost in court in July, he was trying to get more custody. And ever since then, he's just a super flake. He doesn't take them when on his days, which is fine. Just leave me alone. That's cool. If you don't want to take them, it's not the end of the world.
Why don't you get full custody then?
Is that the right thing to do? Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. I would do that. I spent a lot of money on a lawyer this year just fighting them in court to keep my 70% custody. And so, I don't know. Everyone's always telling you, you need to work with your ex. And, I do. I'm overly nice.
No, you don't. They're wrong. I can straighten you right out on this. Who's ever, even your lawyer, if that's what he's telling you, here's what you want. You want full custody. And then you think, well, you're not working with your husband. Sure, your husband can still have 30% custody because you say so. That's the difference. You can have him 80% of the time if you say so, because he gets nothing unless you say so. But you're a nice girl, Stephanie. You want him to have his rights, but now he's going to have to come up and ask, hey, man, can I please have him? And if you don't like what he's doing, he's not taking enough. If you don't take him on your 30%, you get him 0%. Why? Because I'm Stephanie, and you gave me full 100% custody. So he can still have as much as he wants. He just has to ask you, and then you have to say, okay. So my answer to your question is you want full custody, and he's going to think it's a blessing. He doesn't want this kid, and it's a drag, and he's a butthead for doing it, but he doesn't want it, and he's the special needs child. Oh, my God, it's too difficult. I just want to be with this tramp I cheated on my pregnant wife with because I'm a scumbag. That's just me talking, not you there, Stephanie. So here's what you want to do. You want to get full custody, and here's how you're going to get full custody. Unblock that girl's phone number. And the guy, you know what, if the judge doesn't want, if the husband doesn't want to fight, the judge is going to give it to you. If he says, no, I want her to have 100% custody, that's great, Your Honor, then you'll just get it. If he gives you a hard time about that, you might want to start playing the phone calls of the woman in court where she calls you names. Is this the mother of the children? They're going to be custody in that house? I don't think so, Your Honor. She's a danger. She's a menace to society. So unblock her phone number and start recording her tirades. And this is just off the clock right now, and certainly don't record this part. Does holding my nose make me sound scary or weird? I mean to sound scary. But if you could even tease her a little bit and work her up a little bit, but not too much, because when she says, she was working me up, the judge might believe that. So record this lady calling you names and say you don't want your child going into that household, and your husband's not fighting for custody, then you're going to win 100% custody. Ow, I hate it when I don't have my gavel. It's all yours, Stephanie. Thank you very much for calling. Hey, that's all the time we have for Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.